Imagine living in a secret camp in the woods and calling the police because someone is stalking you, only to get a dose of reality. You don't have the right to evict anyone because the land isn't yours. Get ready, because this body cam will show you the harsher side of property law.
Sidewalk? Hey, come here. And they've been trying to get him to go back into that camp ever since, and he just won't do it. I need to get my notepad. I don't have my notepad. You good? Flashlight right around the camp, right? So he was down here, and one of the other guys in the camp caught him on the Green Mile, this path over here, and they was kind of doing a little slap dance. And his name was Terry. The old guy's name was Terry. And Terry come back there, and he says, "Hey, that guy he's back again, right?"
Okay.
So we came down here, and we're trying to confront him. We're just trying to tell him, "Look, man, you're stalking us. You can't do that, right?"
So here's the thing. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because y'all are about to get flushed out of there.
All right.
Did he harm you in any way?
Well, I mean, he hit me.
He hit you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
who is? Where at?
on my head. I ain't got no red bars. He couldn't have been that bad. He's kind of a sissy.
Okay. So who is this guy?
All I know him is they call him Bo. Bo, B-O, or B-O-E.
Okay.
Okay. And they brought him back here.
He went walking that way. He got
Okay, so you said, I guess you told dispatch he was walking towards the courthouse because we came from that way.
That's why I thought he was going to go.
Okay.
Where was I? They brought him back here, right? They sent him back here with his tent and his pack and whatnot. And the guy came, and this is last week. He came back there. He made a couple of walks around the camp, and he walked right back out.
Okay.
Right?
Is he committing a crime at that point?
No.
Okay.
But.
Well, realistically, that's
Is
crime.
walking around in a circle then leaving stalking?
No, listen, guys, listen. We're missing the point here. The point is that the next day, right? I will go back to probation. I've got to charge my box every day down there at probation, right?
Okay.
So he comes in and he gets into a spat with his probation officer because he's asking for Publix gift cards that they sometimes have, right? And they didn't have any, so he got in a snit because he couldn't get a card.
Okay.
And he walks out. And his probation officer said, "Well, I'm sorry you had to deal with that." And I said, "I don't care." She goes, "Well, how's he doing at the camp?" I said, "He's not at the camp." She goes, "What do you mean he's not at the camp?" He said he was at that camp. I said, "He walked in there and he walked right back out yesterday."
Okay.
So probation is going, "Well, where is this guy?" Right? Then they thought that he went to a camp that's across the street.
Okay.
You know, but they didn't know. Even today, they were looking for him. I don't know what the
Can you pull up the city ordinance real quick for camping?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Benell has a new camping city ordinance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna. What's that? We'll talk about it in a minute.
Yeah.
All right. But we would have to verify like the property and everything to make sure that it's city property and stuff. But I know that there has been issues with this camp before. I've arrested people out of this camp and stuff, and it's been a big hassle.
Okay.
Okay. So what is it ultimately you would like to do tonight?
We just don't want this guy back there stalking us when we're trying to sleep.
Okay.
I mean, he's back there. It sounds like raccoons, but you can definitely tell it's the footprints of a man.
I got you. Well,
right?
Ultimately, at the end of the day, I can't trespass them from there. You don't have trespass authority for there, and it doesn't work that way according to state law. Okay. If you're a business owner, like say you own this business right there, 205, right?
Yeah.
And he came to your business and was inside, and you wanted him trespass.
Yeah.
I can come there and say, hey, you need to tell this guy to leave. Okay, cool. You tell him to leave. He doesn't want to leave. Okay, now we trespass him. Now he has to leave. Otherwise, he's subject to arrest. Okay. The thing with that is that camp back there, you don't own that. That is not your property, so you don't have any rights to trespass anybody. So in all reality, anybody and everybody can come back there anytime they want, to include us. Okay? That's what I'm getting at. So, have you dealt with this guy in the past?
No, I'm not.
Could you identify him?
I can identify him. I've seen him at probation almost every day.
Okay. Are you wanting to file charges?
No, I don't want to file him. I just want to. Probation said he's not supposed to be back there, right?
Okay. Well, probation doesn't have that right either.
They don't own that property.
I don't know.
And the fact that probation is telling you guys to congregate back there isn't right either.
I don't know about that either.
No, I got you.
Yeah, that property belongs to Flagler County.
Yeah, that's Flagler County property, okay? And Flagler County is trying to develop that, and they've contacted us to come out here and flush that camp out because they're trying to develop there, and there are people that go back there that need to do work. They don't want to go back there because of everyone that's living back there. So eventually, just to spearhead this now while we're face to face, it's going to happen. Like it's going to come to a point where we go back there and we are going to flush everybody and anybody out of there. Okay.
Understood.
So, if you don't want to do any kind of charges, or not, you said he slapboxed you. Or,
Yeah, I mean
or
we're
something?
just yeah.
Okay. You're not hurt. You don't need medical attention or
No.
anything like that.
No.
Okay. You got your ID on you?
I think it's in my tape.
What are you? And you said you're currently on probation.
Yes, I am.
For what?
For tampering with a witness.
Tampering with a witness. Okay. How long are you on probation for that for?
For 3 years. I'm waiting for a transfer to Texas.
Are you getting transferred to Texas?
I'm getting transferred to Texas. It might be in my.
Yeah, just run on teletype.
Been on 14 teletype.
Residents of the illegal encampment report a stalker, but the police explain they have no authority to remove him because they don't own the property. The problem escalates when the officer warns them that the county plans to evict everyone from the site soon.
And basically, other than wanting him to not be around there, you didn't need any other kind of law enforcement assistance or anything.
No, I mean he's like a stalker, man. You know, I mean.
I get it, but see, here, the thing that you got to understand with that is like even that camp over there, here, any of the camps that are wherever, anybody and everybody can go there. It doesn't matter who the person is. Like you don't have the right to tell someone they can't be there. Like if I personally wanted to move in right next to your tent,
Right.
2 feet away from where you lay your head down,
Right.
you have no right to tell me that I can't. You know what I mean?
Right, and provided that, you know, I mean, that you're not harassing me, you're not, you know.
Yeah, I mean, as long as there's no law being broken, but
Right.
with
And
that being said, if he's coming back there ruffling around and stuff, there's no crime being committed with
Right,
that.
but
You know?
the stalking law means intimidating,
How is he intimidating
aggravating you by his actions, walking around the camp at night without any kind of announcement.
Okay, he doesn't have to announce, and it's not your property.
But that's intimidation. You know,
No, okay,
I
that
can
is not the definition of intimidation.
I can feel intimidated by his presence. If I ask him to leave and he doesn't leave,
That's not stalking.
all right.
Under Florida state statute, it doesn't meet the statutory requirements. As he said, that's not your property, so you have no control over what goes on
But
in that
what
property.
what
And
we
if he
can
wants to
do-
go back there for a walk and walk around in circles, this is America.
Yeah,
He can do that.
yeah.
But in the caveat of that, what we can do is go get a hold of who controls the property through the Flagler County Sheriff's Office and come back there and trespass all of you and make you leave immediately.
We don't want to do that.
Okay,
You know, but
and that's not what we want
guys,
to do. either.
I'm just trying to give you all a heads up.
Okay.
Right. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to make no big stink.
No, I got it.
You know,
but, I mean,
this kid is unstable, right?
no, I get that. And
Yeah.
if it's an issue, then we'll address it. But if we're going to address it, we're going to address the overall issue
I hear. I hear you.
because we're not gonna allow an area. 14, go ahead.
Oh, I'm telling that.
Ten four.
I went back to LE primary.
I didn't hear anything.
She called me on teletype, apparently.
So far. So far. You know you got a non-extraditable warrant out of New Mexico? Yeah. Okay, you do. So if you ever go back to New Mexico and you get stopped by the police, you're going to go to jail.
Oh.
It's for like driving on a suspended license or some traffic violation like that, okay?
I'd honestly get in contact with New Mexico and see if we can sort that out.
I need cases to sort that.
Yeah. Do you use narcotics at all? No? You don't have any on you?
No.
Okay. Because you know that's a stipulation, no bars, no narcotics.
No bars,
none of that.
no nothing.
Just trying to get through probation and get off it.
I'm getting through probation. I take all my medicine that I take. The only thing I take that's is Razpan.
Okay.
And I gave that to my PO.
Okay.
And she drug tests me every week.
I got you. Yeah, I'm sure they do. Every time you go there, they're doing a urinalysis test.
Or sticking them out.
Yeah.
Something.
Okay. All right. Other than that, well, if there's nothing else needed. I mean, if the guy's back there and like,
I mean, if he's back there harassing us, then what? Do I call you back?
I mean, you can.
I mean,
We
shit,
can
I
come
don't
out
want to
there,
get run
but-
out of there. I mean, I don't know.
So
what
here's the thing with that. This is one of those weird situations, okay? If he's back there like saying stuff to you, whatever, that's freedom of speech. He can say whatever he wants to say. Where it becomes an issue is if he makes actual threats to where you believe at that specific time that he has the inherent ability to carry out the said threat, and you are scared of him at that time, okay?
And then
Also,
you
you got to
believe
take
that
into
violence is
consideration that, how big is he? Is he about your height, your size?
He's a little.
Little guy? Okay, so if a little guy like that comes up to me, I'm going to be like, dude, this is like a chihuahua going up against a pitbull.
Right.
All right. That the fear and intimidation factor is pretty much going to be out the window.
Yeah.
Now, if it's like somebody that's your size equal or maybe bigger, then yeah, maybe potentially you can articulate assault and whatnot. But other than that, if you don't need anything else, then we're going to head out.
Thanks, guys.
Hope you have a better night. All right, bud?
All right.
All right.
What we just witnessed is the perfect definition of a legal paradox. These men sought the protection of the law, only to discover that their very shelter is targeted for demolition by the county. The officer was clear. On public land, no one has the authority to evict. And soon, they will all be evicted. It's a brutal reminder of how vulnerable life is on the city's fringes. Do you think the officer was too honest, or was he simply doing his duty by warning them? Let us know in the comments. Like and subscribe for more police realism. Watch the video playing right here in the center right now and find out what happens when you think you're smarter than law enforcement. Subscribe to Police Axion Cam and hit the notification bell.